Here's the deal. I may get a call at any second that I'm going to have to jump off. So we're either going to hopefully have somebody else on the team take it over. Most of you know what to do. Maybe we'll make it through the full hour. If we don't, I'm going to have y'all continue working while I jet out the door. But hopefully everything's going to work out in our favor today. But let's go ahead and do our prayer this morning. I don't know what this crazy stuff is on my screen. And we're going to then get right into some gratitude, but we're going to get to work. Those things are obviously very, very important. But, just in case I have to jump off, I'm sure all of you know exactly what's going on with my dad. His transfer did not take place yesterday like it was supposed to. And then I was texting Lindsay and I said, it's okay. We're going to make the best of the situation. I'm going to sit here and watch the Cowboys game with my dad. Immediately at kickoff, the entire TV system on the whole second floor just completely goes out. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? So very fortunately, I had my laptop there with me. I pulled it up there, sat it on my dad's tray, and we all watched the game from instead of this big screen in the hospital room from that. So, and the Cowboys won. And I made a joke about it. I was like, well, Satan's definitely attacking us here, which means he is not at that stadium. So the game hasn't really even started, but I'm already calling that a win. So y'all are welcome. And it was a big win yesterday, which was super cool. All right, so let's get right into our prayer. Hopefully you'll have some good gratitude to put in there. You just heard mine. And here we go. Dear Lord, I want to thank you so much for this morning. I want to thank you for the beautiful sunrise I got to watch this morning as I was walking and praying and spending time with you. Lord, I just want to thank you for the blessings that are truly surrounding each and every one of us, even when we're going through hardships, trials, tribulations, that you still open our eyes to the gratitude that we can have for so many things that you have blessed us with, given us, taken care of. Lord, I want to ask for a special prayer, obviously, over all doctors, nurses, hospitals, anybody who's in charge of getting my dad's transfer and surgery done today. I want to ask for a special blessing over any of our team members. I know Renee hurt her shoulder. Then I ask for blessings on just quick healing hands. Gigi, everybody that we have in our teams and our loved ones and the people who have a part in our lives that we take care of, and we're very blessed to have this business to be able to do that. So I just ask for your healing hands of protection over each and every one of them. Lord, I continue to lift up all the leaders in this company, and I thank you for the blessings that Lavelle just continues to give to each and every one of us. We love you and we thank you and we praise you. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right, let's unmute for a second and put some thanks, Jennifer. And put some of your gratitude in the chat or unmute, and let's just hear it.
I'll go. It's always a great weekend when the Aggies win. I got to spend the weekend with my daughter in Aggie land, and it's just always a fun weekend. Anyways, loving her up when we're all four together. It's a blessing. Big, bold prayers to you, Susan, as you go through today with your daddy, wrapping our arms around you. And I am just grateful that last night we did have Cliff on our team Zoom. This company is absolutely incredible. And if you don't know that by now, we are literally, in my opinion, take it for what it's worth, the best company out there. They just pour into us. They're always giving. They want us to win. And last night's Zoom was just, pure awesomeness. He shared some, incredible things with us. We did a question and answer, but then we also did some suggestions, and he took those to heart and wrote them down. And hopefully he will implement some of those things that we did suggest. But it's just, I don't know. I'm truly blessed. I'm grateful. I'm thankful, and I'm blessed just to be here. I love this company, and selfishly, I love that I got to love my family up this weekend. It's always good when I get to see my girl.
Agreed. I was watching and noticing that Briston hadn't went to the game yet. And I was like, okay, I paid for a sports pass. You need to get to that game, but she was there. All right, Polly, it looked like you were about to say something.
Yeah, I am so grateful that over the weekend I got to spend it with my boys, my grandsons, and we just had an action-packed weekend. Absolutely filled my heart. Exhausted today after working all night, but thankful for my Thrive for sure on that. So also thankful that I have a new customer. Hopefully she'll be getting her product this week. and just excited for everything that's going on with the company. And Susan, I'm praying for you and your dad.
Thank you.
I'll piggyback off of that. It was a great weekend. This is my last weekend home for the next 8 weeks. So I took advantage of that and getting things done. But another thing that's heavy on my heart that I want to say this morning is obviously we all know Jessie Lee Ward went to be with the Lord this weekend, and she is just a powerhouse. But what I took from her, or what I took from this past weekend and when she passed, I wasn't a huge follower of her. I did, however, very weird, sign up for all of her stuff. And I was actually going to hire her as a coach because after hearing what Tiffany and Tammy had gone through, I was like, man, alive, I just want to see what she has to offer. Long story short, I think the main thing I learned is, guys, we all can leave a legacy one way or another of what kind of person we are, what kind of worker we are, especially in this industry, because I feel like for women in this industry, she helped us tremendously. So that I am grateful for and thankful for. But I'm just looking forward to a good week because come Wednesday, I'm on the road again. And Susan, we're just continuing to lift up your dad, but I'm really actually going to ask for prayers for Susan because as a daughter of a mom who has stuff, I'm telling y'all, it's tough. It's hard. You can only be strong for so long until you want to lose it. And she's been so strong through this whole journey that I'm expecting that phone call for her to lose it. And I'm okay with that.
Friday and yesterday was very close. I literally had to. But you know, something that reminded me, and Lindsay, I was telling Rhonda this morning, remind me who said it yesterday when all that didn't work out like it was supposed to. When our plans don't go as we plan, it's God protecting us from something. And that's what I went back to yesterday, but I don't remember the exact line or the exact phrase or whatever it was. So if y'all remember it, it was the thing that I literally was like, I can remember my team saying this, that when things don't work out like they're supposed to, God's protecting you for something. I don't know what that was. Don't know what it was, and it doesn't matter. We made it through last night. As they keep telling me, he's stable. He's just not getting any better, but today is our day. I know it. Okay. Anybody else? Redirection is God's protection. There you go. Let me write that down. Redirection is God's protection. Thank you, Tammy. And I don't know if Rhonda's on this morning or not. I need to look. I get home last night and there's an Amazon box and it's addressed to me. But when I open it up, it has this cute little A&M speaker in it. I was like, oh, Briston, you accidentally sent it to the house. So I take a picture of it and I send it to Briston. And I'm like, hey, I'll bring this down to you as soon as I can. But then when I was cleaning out the Amazon box this morning, I opened it up and it said, Susan, thanks for putting the Gulf Shores retreat together. It was exactly the getaway and bonding time that I needed. And that was a gift from Rhonda. And so I was like, that was for me. That was not for Briston. And I have always wanted one of these little things that I've never bought it. So again, I literally cannot say enough how amazing my team is, that we have just, I'm so glad that I have this business, not just for the business part of it, but for the community and the friendship and the love and the tribe that I have around me, from teams, from people. I mean, it's something that I believe most women in this world probably don't have unless they're involved in something like this. So if that's something you want to think about each time you're thinking about adding somebody to your team, maybe you're going to be a huge blessing to them in that sense. But let's get started. We need to do all of our reach outs. We need to do custom conscious comments. We need to spend about 10 minutes just getting engaged with people on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever you need to do that. Hold on, let me set this timer so we stay on task. Send in your birthday messages. This is nothing, no answering people's messages. It is strictly sending out or custom conscious comment and engaging with people. Nothing about Thrive. Okay, so let's go. I did definitely, y'all knew that I had that little issue on my computer the other day trying to find birthdays. It was a lot easier on my phone. On my computer, I had to go into the friends and all that kind of stuff. Okay, our timer is up on that. Now I like to go ahead and do my follow-ups. So that means I'm still engaging. Sometimes if I've done a post of any kind that a lot of people have engaged in, I'll go back and comment on a few of those. It's also a great day to send out a message for those who have auto ships that are coming up. I posted this in my IPAs this morning, that one of the things, I'm going to go pull it so I can put it in here for you guys. One of the things that I say today, because we have those 15% off codes, is, hey friend, I actually put their name in there, but this is just generic. It's already time to restock. Yay. And guess what? I have a 15% off coupon if we push your order through today or tomorrow instead of Wednesday, I think is what it is. 18th, 19th, 20. Yeah, instead of Wednesday. Which would save you more money. Here's what you have scheduled. I put all that stuff in there. Here's how much that will save you. I put that amount in there. Do you want to change up anything? Is it okay to push it through today? So these are just some of the ones now that Auto Bonus Elite lets you do those orders early and they don't actually have to go on auto ship day. But that's just an option. You know, sometimes if you're always giving credits to your repeat customers, you could do this instead and save your credits. So, anyway, just food for thought if you wanted to do that. I also love to send a message to anybody who's been ordering over the weekend, especially if they did that, any of my promoters who did that 11-year anniversary promo, y'all, that was freaking amazing. Let's see. Also, anybody who had samples and they haven't sampled yet, I'm like, all right, friend, let's have some real talk. If you're not going to take your sample, do you mind popping that back in the mail to me? I am totally cool if you have changed your mind, but I've got a list of people who are needing that sample. So usually that gets some direction back from them. Last week, we did one from Glenna that got a lot of engagement. Let me go find it. Okay, I did this and it got some people engaging with me. So I'm probably going to do it again today. Hey girl, happy Monday. I'm about to get on the road and I'll be in and out of service today, but I just stumbled upon this 15% off coupon code. I would love to send it to you. Is there anything I can grab for you real quick? Y'all, I had some of my promoters come back and just say, oh yeah, can I have this? So I'm gonna put that in chat. These are just some great follow-ups. These are people who maybe haven't ordered in a while, customers who haven't ordered in a while, and promoters who haven't ordered in a while, because you know you need to have a lot of qualified and active promoters. And it can be to people who literally have been on the fence and haven't ordered. Let me put that in the chat and you guys continue working on that. The timer has been going off, so hopefully y'all have already started on that. All right, we did just get the text that he is being moved at noon today. So that's good. We'll get to finish up here. Okay, so let's go on. Now that we have done reach outs and follow-ups, please know that you can do those all day. You can keep those going. Let's go right in now to doing our social media. So I want something put in your stories that has to do with your 3 steps. I actually grabbed mine this morning and talked about all 3 of them. And then I took a picture of them. So next to my little mug so that I can use that as my post here in just a second. But I want you to put something in your stories about your 3 steps. I also, on your social media feed today, something about your 3 steps and what Thrive is doing for you, something. And then the other post you do today has nothing to do with Thrive. Now, are you at a loss for words? Do you know what to say? What can you do? What I want you, if you have not started using that Chat GPT, you've got to just check it out. Play with it today. So let's see. How do you just type that in? Lindsay, I know that I just start typing it in. So I'm going to try to find, there we go. Here's the one that I use. I just start typing this in, my URL at the top, and it comes up. And we have a lot of fun. I sometimes have some really crazy stuff this person comes up with, but I love it. And you can just type right there, send them a message. Hey, give me something motivational to say on a Monday that's funny. Give me an interaction post for a Monday that's funny. You can say that stuff and all kinds of things come up. It's actually quite comical. That chat GPT was a little weird, so I had to kind of tweak it, but it gave me a path to get started on. Okay, y'all, you need to be finishing up your social media. We have about 30 seconds left on that. And your posts and your stories. Forgot that my story's saved. And I actually took a picture of all of y'all, so I'd encourage you to do the same thing. So everybody smile if you can. Okay, you need to finish that up. Okay, if you have finished up that, go ahead and go into your Facebook and or wherever and work in your groups for about 2 minutes. I really think that that's also super important. We need to just engage in there, maybe post a picture. Saturday night, Talon's horse got out. And when you live in the country, you can't have a horse out. Not that you think somebody stole it, but you don't want somebody to hit it with a car. So I literally had to post on all the groups that are local about this horse that was missing. You wouldn't believe the engagement I got on that. So that was my post in some of my groups. All right. So we're going to move on from that. Let's go ahead and go follow a few people. Let's try to go follow like 20 people on Instagram and go try to find 2 new friends on Facebook. So my suggestions right now, I've kind of ran out of those. So I'm actually going to go to some of my customers that are boldly customers. They're not planning on, and I'm going to go look at their friends list and see if there's any suggestions on those. That's Facebook. On Instagram, I'm just going to go follow some people. Okay. Hopefully you've requested some friends. Those may come in later throughout the day. Obviously, you've connected with a leader right here, but also if you actually have this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sheet, in that part where it says names added to leads list, I want you to put people's names down that maybe have sampled. Maybe they've talked to you about Thrive, they just haven't ordered yet, or maybe they're like, hey, I'm thinking I need to get something. Anytime somebody says, hey, Susie, can you even order me 2 boxes of Thrive? If I'm in the middle of something, I've got to put their name down right there and I highlight their names. So all these highlighted names from last week are people who are potentials to order. So obviously those are the ones I'm focusing on again this week. If I didn't get to check them off, just following up with them and just asking, hey, so what's it going to take for you to start thriving with me? I've had you on my follow-up list for weeks. I know you loved your sample. I know we've talked about this. What's holding you back? Sometimes that bold question is not fun, but it works. It gets their attention. A couple of announcements today. We have Mashup Monday. which the girl who is speaking on that today was actually at the leader retreat or the mastermind retreat with us in at Maria's Ranch. Her name is Chris Ann. I did not really know her until she was there, and she was fun, and she was interesting, and she was real quiet, but when she did speak, she had really great things to say. She is on at 11:30 today, and then of course we have the corporate call at noon. I do believe that promo over the weekend, that's still going on, right? The 11 years. Let me go find it. I know I saw an end date on it, but I don't remember what it was. Okay, September 19th. So it's going through tomorrow. Okay, one last thing that I do, just because I got to stay on target, is I go, I have a little checklist, or you can put it on the back of your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 list. And I just look at what my production is today. What do I need to get in this week to get to the next level of what I want to have done? And so I write what my goal is for the week on this sheet of paper. I also write down how many credits I have, how many qualified and active promoters I need to have, because if you're wanting to be Auto Bonus Elite, you got to have 8. And so I have to be looking at that, because it used to be super easy to fill in that circle. Now that people have to have $200 in volume, it's still, it's something we got to look at. How many more auto ships do I need to have in order to hit Auto Bonus Elite, or to get my products for free? How many credits do I have, so I know kind of what I'm working with this week? And then I write down whose auto ships are coming up on the 20th, I believe. I don't think the 25th will hit this week. No. Whose auto ships are coming up on the 20th? I have all of those written down. Man, I have a lot of credits over here. My goodness. Never realized I had that many. So that's just something, and I write it in pencil on the back of this. So each day I can change that number, change whatever I need to have done for the week. I also write down how many free accounts I have to have, because I always try to make sure that I have 10 free accounts every month. Or yeah, under each account. Those 40 across the board. So I write down what I need to get to the next level on my QV. I write down how many qualified and active promoters I still need, how many auto ships I still need, any other goal circle that I need to fill in, how many credits I have, and how many free accounts I still need to get. This is my goal for the week. This is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm working towards constantly. Yes, Maria is on the new corporate call today because she sent us all a message to make sure that we shared. We did. We're going to hang out on here for about 6 more minutes in case any of you have any questions. You can just unmute and ask if there's any, there may be something that you're stuck on that you want to ask any of the promoters that are on here. All right, guys, thank you so much for jumping on with me today. It's the end of our time. I will see y'all at 11:30. Well, you may not see me. I actually will probably be on the road, but or already at a hospital, but I will see you soon. Thanks everybody for jumping on. See you tomorrow.